Well, I am kind of the last generation, I think, to not have technology from a very young age. So my first exposure to technology was probably my 5th or 6th birthday when I was living in Los Angeles, California. And for this birthday, we went to a park, and I was super excited because the family was together and my friends were there. And whatever happened, I don't really remember, but we got to present time, and I was super excited because my dad said he was really going all out this year. He says, "I'm going to buy you something really great." I was like, "That's great, Dad. Let's see what you got." And so previous to this, my best friend Ian, who's an interesting guy, but he was my best friend when I was 6. He gave me his present, and I opened it. I was really excited because it's my best friend. This is going to be awesome, right? It's actually just a little dog, and it was called it wasn't an iDog, but it was kind of like that, and it dances around. You couldn't plug anything into it. It just had this predetermined set of things it did. It lit up like one of those shoes that you step on and just, I don't know, didn't do much. And then I was like, okay, that's not that great. Well, my dad's going to have something really great. And it was like, my dad, he's had hard times before. He's not doing so well. My parents are getting divorced at the moment. He's been playing a lot of golf, not been hanging around the house a lot. Maybe he's going to really he's going to pull through and really make this day special. And, this is going to be great. And I get to the box. It's absurdly large. It's not the same size as Ian's box, but I open it. And I'll be damned if it's not an iDog. It's one of those fucking things. And I was like, he was like, do you like it? And he's like, I know Ian got you one too, but maybe they can hang out. You can do something with them, play with both of them. And I was like, that's great, Dad. And now I had 2 of them, and I didn't know what to do with them. And that was basically the first time I'd ever had technology, and that's what I got. I couldn't do anything with them. They were worthless.
Well, I think when I was really little, I got a boombox for Christmas, and it was I had a Monkees CD. Hey, we're the Monkees. I listened to a lot of that. It felt really good. It was liberating. It was great. I eventually drove my parents crazy with it, but.
Well, so you remember when iPods came out, the little iPod Shuffle and all that. A lot of people I knew had iPods, but I had a Walkman, the tape deck Walkman, and I would rent or borrow these audiobooks from the library that came on cassette, and I would walk around with my cargo shorts full of these cassettes of Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, and I had my Walkman strapped up on my side with crappy headphones with tinny, and I would just chain listen. I think I listened to Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring probably 7 or 8 times. I had it checked out for 6 months, and it was kind of my first integration with technology. And after that, I kind of moved into iPods and all the other stuff. I got a computer, but yeah, I'll never forget that Walkman.
Well, I kind of had a manipulative relationship with technology from an early age, and I had heard a lot about it, and I was really stoked on it. So I got The Sims. I think it was Bustin' Out is what it was called. The Sims Bustin' Out. And so I put it in, I was playing it, and I realized that, I was a little 3rd grader or however old I was, you kind of manipulate the people in the game a little bit. Okay? So I was trying really hard, and I put on my smooth 3rd grader moves, got real romantic. When you're talking to someone and you get romantic enough, the background turns into hearts. It was great.
Just like real life.
And then you can make them kiss you. And I thought that maybe if I worked at it long enough, that you could maybe see some boob. Can't. Cause that was a big part of my little kid life. Was I'm gonna be a Casanova someday. And it's just I gotta start somewhere. Sims sound like a great place to start.
Strained. I like technology, but I don't like it for certain things. I feel like a lot of people use it all the time. I try to use it for video games, other things, other interests on the web, just anything else you do on the web. I don't know, so I use technology, but I don't use it all the time.
I call it love-hate. Yeah, I have an iPhone, and that's new. I got it at the beginning of this last summer. And since I got that iPhone, I've been really connected, but sometimes too connected. Do you know what I mean? A little too much constant interaction. I have an Instagram, I have a Snapchat, I have a Twitter, I have a Tumblr, I have a Facebook.
Wow, the works.
All the works, just the works. Everything, single thing's an app on my phone, and I'll get these notifications. I'll wake up after going to bed, and I'll have 20 notifications on my phone, and it's overwhelming, and I don't want to check them. I don't check them, and so it ends up being isolating for me because it's so much connection that it's too much to a point where I feel alone.
Yeah, I think everything's just a lot more isolated in like the way we live now. And I think that has a lot to do with it. It's not as much about meeting people. I for one, use my phone too much. I don't know, I find that the combination of a cell phone and a car, I think those two things in tandem allow people to just sort of, scurry amongst themselves, and they don't really take time to, just walk around or meet people, or, I don't know. The other day I didn't have my phone or my car, and I walked to the park and I enjoyed myself. And I talked with people. I don't know, that's something that you lose when everybody has a cell phone in a way.
You always go around with technology, like, hey, do you want to meet up? Or I think you're cute or something. Like, you can talk to someone through this thing where you're hiding behind a mask of technology instead of actually going up to them and putting all your cards on the table. And I feel like that's something that shouldn't really be lost.
I would hide behind it to criticize people. I wouldn't criticize in person. It just gave me an easy conduit for my personal insufficiencies and insecurities.
I think that we live in an age of emotional disconnect. I don't see people's faces when I'm talking to them on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, whatever.
Instead, you just take out your phone and you take yourself away from wherever you are, instead of just being in the moment. And so you don't get the full experience of being a human being.